Hey guys, it's Brit, and I got a haircut this morning. Isn't it cute? I love it. Susan, who does my hair all the time whenever I get a haircut, she's the only one that's allowed to cut my hair, and she did a fantastic job. She did exactly as I wanted, and it's really short over here, and really short in the back, and it's fun to play with, and my head feels like a million pounds lighter because I have a really weird hair texture, and she knows how to cut it perfectly, and I love it. Anyway, I have a wrap up for you guys today because I read a total of 10. 10 books. I didn't start 10 books, I started a lot more than 10, but I finished 10. And a lot of that is because of Audible, but, it's still finishing books, and I finished 10. I managed 10. That's not bad, especially for me, in my opinion. So, what did I read this month? I read, let me see if I can compile my physical books real quick. Okay. I read The Beach by Alex Garland. I also read Coma by Alex Garland. I read, when I say read, I mean I listened to Asoka by E.K Johnston. And then I read a historical fiction novel about the last royal family of France, the last king of France. That was a biography about Marie Antoinette and her family and the struggles that they went through during the events leading up to the French Revolution. I also read a middle grade novel, and it is Pip Bartlett's Guide to Magical Creatures by Maggie Stiefvater and Jackson Perce. This was really, really fun. It's about a girl who can speak to unicorns, and it's got really beautiful artwork throughout. It was illustrated, of course, by Maggie, because she is a fantastic, fantastic artist. And it was a really, really quick read, and I'm really glad I picked it up. That's a picture of Pip. It's a really interesting style. It's very different from Maggie's usual drawing style. And what I really liked about this was, since it was a collaboration, this felt like it was written by only one person. And I think that at times can be really difficult to do with books, because people have different writing styles, and they don't always mix well with one another. But that was really well done. Next up is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. I listened to the radio production with Natalie Dormer, and it was okay, but I felt really, really unsatisfied with the ending, and at times the story could be hard to follow, but it was done really, really quickly. Next up was a buddy read. I read The Black Witch by Laurie Forrest, and I loved it. I read it with Indie Insomniac, and we loved it. I think that a lot of people are not giving it a fair chance because of the Goodreads reviews, but if you go on to Goodreads, you see that a lot of the reviews for The Black Witch are people who are taking quotes out of context, or haven't read the book, which, I mean, to each their own, but if you want to really get a feel of what this book is actually like, I suggest going to the Amazon reviews, because they seem pretty unbiased, and oftentimes people from Goodreads are within the book community, so they are aware of the drama behind it, while Amazon, I feel, is a little less biased in that regard. Okay. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I'm not a fan of heist novels, so this wasn't my favorite read of the month, but my friend Jordan from Lee Babe, I'll link her channel up here. You should go, and you should subscribe to her because she's wonderful and lovely, and I love her. I read this because of her, and it wasn't terrible, but it's not my favorite. So, if you like heist novels, you'll love this. I thought the world building was really fantastic, since this is a spin-off from the Grisha trilogy. Leigh has a really she knows this world really well, and that really shows in the writing. And I wish I could enjoy it more, but I will be picking up Crooked Kingdom, because I think it's worth finishing up the series. It's only 2 books, so it's worth it. While it might not be my favorite, Jordan's enthusiasm for Six of Crows gives me life. Next up is The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the second book in the Raven cycle, and we all know that I love the Raven cycle, and The Dream Thieves is my favorite. One of my favorites out of the whole 4-book series. It's a tie between The Dream Thieves and The Raven King as my favorites of the trilogy. And this book focuses mainly on Ronan Lynch, who is kind of like the black sheep of the group. He's a bit of a rebel, and he gets himself into quite a bit of trouble in this one, and we all know Ronan is... I relate strongly with Ronan, so I really enjoy The Dream Thieves. And last but not least is This Savage Song. This again was a reread for me. I am looking forward to our dark duet. I am pumped. This was my second read through, and I really connected a lot better the second time around. I think a lot of my dislike, well, not even dislike, because even my first time around reading it way back in August was, I was going through a lot. There were lots of emotions going on. I was dealing with my little brother going off to college. I wasn't sure if my best friend was going to be around. So I think that really impacted how I felt. But this time around, I really got, I really felt a lot of things while reading it this time around. So I was really happy. And I am so excited for our dark duet. But I'm also really, I'm gonna be really sad to see it go, because Verity is a really unique world, and it's really interesting, and I'm gonna be so sad to say goodbye to August and Kate. But that's what rereading is for, right? You never really have to say goodbye in a book, because you can just start it all over again. Alright, that's what I read this month, guys. How did your reading go? I have a lot of books that I'm reading right now, but they're not necessarily finished. Of course, as soon as I finished The Dream Thieves, I picked up Blue Lily Lily Blue. I still have quite a bit of Robin Hobb to read. I'm still on the Fool's Apprentice? No, The Assassin's Apprentice. I can't talk. Assassin's Apprentice. But I am hoping to finish up a whole bunch next month. I'm currently reading Truth Witch and The Archived by V.E Schwab. Well, Truth Witch is by Susan Denier, and I'm reading The Archived by V.E Schwab, and with Jordan, and those are both Jordan buddy reads, and they're fun. Yeah, that's all for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you, and guys, if anybody knows maybe what's going on with Steve, I miss him very, very much, and I hope he's okay. And Steve, if you're watching, I hope you're okay. And until next time, guys, there might be a haul later today. I don't know. I think my mailman is holding my book outlet box hostage or whatever, because according to the shipping information, it's been sitting at the the UPS, but it just hasn't been delivered to my house yet, but we'll see. Alright guys, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.